YouTube beef ends in a killing live on stream. This dude had ops and killed him on stream. Is crazy, bro.
So what if I told you that was over YouTube beef? So first and foremost, rest in peace to YouTuber Finney the Legend and his wife. They were on a Las Vegas trip, and I know we're gonna have to blur and edit a lot of that out, but I think a lot of people can come to the conclusion that while walking on the strip, they were approached by other YouTuber City Man and were open fired on. Like they
You gotta tell me what they was even beefing over. Cause if I'm beefing with another man at 14,000 subs, I'm clearly not where I want to be in life. You just gotta sit back and let your stats do the talking. Anyway, they beefing over YouTube analytics. Let me not assume though. Let me hear what he's talking about.
their lives were ultimately ended in that very specific moment. Sin City Manny, City Man, whatever you want to call him, opened fired on another YouTuber because of YouTube beef and ended up ending the lives of him and his wife. Now you're probably wondering how
His wife died too? What?
hell did somebody get here? Well, back in 2023, Manny pepper sprayed Finney's wife, his literal wife, in a real life confrontation. I'm not gonna lie, if you pepper spray my wife, I gotta beat your ass. The other problem that we have is the whole conversation about streaming territory, which they act like this is a gang. These two grown men acting like children is the most impressive thing in the world. But they were trying to figure out who claimed the Vegas streets, who could do live streaming in Vegas and who couldn't. You know, hey, you gotta check in with me, just other typical grown man shit. So naturally, Finney responded by making live streams where he hosted other Vegas live streamers where they told their testimony about people like Manny and other Vegas streamers and how they just weren't making the spot cool or, you know, welcome to be around. And this caused Finney to get really popular, and he started stealing some of that money from people who were looking for other Vegas streamers, and they started donating and doing all these other things for, you know, the guy that was Manny's arch enemy. So it seemed like his turf, Manny's turf, got claimed by Finney. Now mind you, these are two 30-plus-year-old men, and the backstory goes that they've had a long and outstanding beef. Just a couple of days ago, Finney dropped a 5-hour video where he just mocked Manny and his wife to the utmost extent. I mean, it was very extreme, and this is probably one of the reasons why, you know, there was a triggering and then another triggering.
Like, who leaves the house looking like that? Like, what about leaving the house like that makes you like feel like that's tight? Like when he left and he put that makeup on as a guy, and then he put the hat on with the fake outfit. Like, what about that? Like, what do you think he said? Like, do you think he was like, man, I look hard tonight? Like, what is his goal? I don't get it. What's his goal? Does he want to look like a clown? Does he want to look like a what's his goal?
His goal is to be zesty as hell, fool.
Look at how her back going. Is that Machete's woman? Like, like
yeah, you whooping the shit out of Machete.
Now the beef does not stop there. These guys were actively striking each other's channels, you know, getting up to 2 strikes, where if you get that 3rd strike on YouTube, you know, your channel can be strucken down. But they were actively taking action up.
So my light just died. Well, that's what we got this for. It's all good. It's all good.
On each other as well before the beef happened, using the copyright system of YouTube.
Let's get this clear though, y'all, because we all laugh and joke. This is a PR. This is a PR moment. We all laugh and joke, but mental illness is real. And we can clearly see this guy is mentally ill. So one thing about it, that's why I want to put it on y'all too. If he give us another strike and I got 3, y'all know that channel mean everything to him. He don't got no outside friends, nothing. I don't think I could do it in my heart. And I'm saying this on live so he can hear it too. But I don't think I can take his channel from him, man, because I think he's so close to going in the closet, man. And he's so close, man.
Wow.
Now, you know what the first thing I asked you, did you give him a strike? Yeah. That you swing at me, we swing it back twice.
I'm not saying that anybody deserved what happened to them, but the foreshadowing is very eerie. Just a day after he was removed from this
crazy, bro. This was after?
Earth, making fun of the guy and saying that he would ultimately end his life and all that stuff like that. I've had my own issues with the copyright strike system with different channels, and we've seen how those have played out with the likes of Fresh and Fit when they went on their mass copyright strike situation. But I can guarantee you, I don't think anybody would ever think that it could bubble over into something like this. Like, this is a very big and bad situation where people ultimately lost their lives, and now the person who is on record showing that he is chasing this person, which we'll get into in a second, is out on the run from the authorities based off of YouTube channel beef. Now, I do think that there is some sort of mental illness component at play here. I mean, all this stuff is not only televised, but Manny is actually on video talking about how he's looking for this person one day before the actual incident happening. And if you watch this video and take away what I watched this video, we could probably conclude that there's a bunch of mental illness going on that people need to address in real life.
I'm out here searching for my baby. I went through every fucking casino there is. I heard there's one of my biggest fans here in fucking town. I'm dying to see him. I'm fucking dying to see him. What are we doing? Field bar tonight? Is that what we're doing? I'll fucking be there. I'll fucking be there. You come to my city and think I'm not gonna show up? You fucking think I'm not gonna show up? I should have been the first one to be told, right? Somebody should have sent me my invite. Oh man, come on, I have to say hi to my biggest fan.
Yeah, that's a clear sign if there's no other that...
It's funny, but it's not though. It's like, nigga, why are you barking? You're insane. You're insane. Tell him I'm dying to see my fan. We know you're not talking about your fans, bro. He is not a supporter. You was trying to end him, bro. What is going on with this? YouTube beef is that serious? I like he talking about your wife and shit. Okay, I guess talking about your wife, that's, you know, that's where, you know, when it's talking about family, that's where it gets too far. But dog, what? Niggas go insane for the beef, bro. Niggas start barking and shit. Oh yeah, man.
This person needed some sort of help. I've since gone on YouTube to try to find these channels with these videos to see if there's any comments, updates, or whatever the case may be. And it seems that YouTube has totally scrubbed or deleted not only the videos, but the channels themselves from the YouTube platform, which I think is a good deal. I could only imagine the type of stuff that's going on, and we don't want this person who is this far off the edge to be, you know, antagonized by any commenters or any other people reacting or doing anything else like this, because it's clear that he's unstable. Like, I don't think that there's very much any question about that. It's clear that he's unstable.
I hope Manny get life in prison.
Empower your students to be more authentic, impactful writers with Grammarly's comprehensive AI writing assistance. Use it to help students brainstorm better ideas before they write.
For premeditated murder. But it's not just his fault. It's his wife's fault. It's his friends and all them other dudes that was in his YouTube videos listening to him say he want to unalive you. Egging them on. They saying stuff too. Asking if you want to be buried alive or cremated. He talking about he want to chop you up, send you to your mom. That's how he was getting those strikes you was giving him. You even said, oh man, I don't want to give him another strike on his account. He lose his account, he might off himself because he crazy. You knew someone right with him. You still took him as a joke. You wasn't afraid of him. And it's okay, you didn't have to be afraid of him. But you also did not have to tell that man you was coming to Las Vegas. That man got in his car and was driving around in the daytime telling you he was looking for you. He was going to be wherever you was at. He was asking where you was going to be at and asking you to drop your location. And you went live on the strip. Knowing this man is obsessed with you. Knowing this man wasn't mentally right. And I feel like y'all was looking for a viral moment. But he was already defeated. He wasn't there to play games. And I just want to say, at y'all age, this showed a lot of immaturity.
Man, y'all talking about y'all plus still 30 plus. Y'all ain't acting like grown men. It's like what? It's like you don't know when to call it quits, bro. And now it's started too late though. Like I didn't think he killed him and the wife, bro. It's crazy, bro. I can't fathom that, bro. It's crazy.
And I'm not saying this to justify, you know, the actions that Manny took on Finn, but at the end of the day, this is a
definitely
reason
not.
in the testament as to why you don't play with people's bags. People are so attached to this online thing, this thing on the phone or this thing on the computer screen, that it could be the breaking point for them. And not saying that anybody should have lost their life because of this, but the reality is that you never know what anybody's dealing with. Like, the internet is a place for lonely people or people that need help to find their voice. So behind
That's why I'm here. I got friends though, but not much friends. And on my free time, my friends have other friends, so I'm here. And it's better than being outside and some shit goes down. Cause every time somebody's outside, some shooting shit happens. I'm in the crib, bro. I go to the gym, do school, come home. That's really it, bro. That's. Thank God for that, bro. Thank God I'm not a person that goes out all the time.
that internet, behind that loneliness, behind all that, there is a person that is actually suffering beyond the keyboards. It's bigger than just the uploads. It's bigger than the likes. It's bigger than the comments. It's bigger than the views. This is a person with feelings, with emotions, with all those things. And I don't know how he couldn't see, but it's as clear as day that this man was mentally ill to some capacity. This is not somebody I would have tried. Now, again, him and his wife did not deserve this at all, but I think that this should just be a warning sign for a bunch of people, especially if you're not cool with each other. This stuff is not content. Antagonizing and the internet beefs are not content. This IRL stuff is not, content to the extent that they're doing. I will say that it's also reported that YouTube did not immediately take down the VOD from this video, which is insane to me. I mean, this was live streamed on your platform, and we've seen how some of these platforms have handled these sensitive topic matters or subjects before in the past, but they've ultimately got to do a better job. I don't know what the review process is or is like or whatever, or who's actively watching these things, but seeing two people get slain on YouTube and the VOD existing for another couple of hours or whatever it is, that's a very tough pill to swallow, especially for those that are close to, these people in question. There's not too much to really say here. Rest in peace to Finney the Legend, rest in peace to his wife. Sin City Manny, please get some sort of help. Like, I don't know what else to say. I don't know what else to do. I'm begging and pleading of you to get some sort of help. Take mental health seriously and do not antagonize people on the internet. This is very much cut and dry. This is a situation that could have totally been avoided, but people had to take things way too far. And it's sad that people lost their lives behind it.
Just leave it, bro. Like, you don't know what somebody got going on behind the camera, bro. So you will never know how far somebody will take it, the length somebody will go, just to either prove a point or save their image. It don't matter. Some people will take it to the furthest of lengths. You have no idea. That's why you can't take the internet serious, bro. You can't take it serious at all. You can't. You can't, bro. You cannot. All right. I might call it quits now, though. Y'all have a good night. Y'all take care. Be easy. It's just about to be 1. I might try to sleep. Y'all take care, bro. I'm out. Is that something? Nah.